Hey, how are you? Making this video on networking and how to do networking, why it's important, and some of the ways that you can use networking to your advantage on starting your agency. It's also one of the four main pillars that are essential building blocks to the agency. So let's dive right into it. So when I first started the agency, Adelphia Insurance, one of the things that I knew intuitively was I needed to network, and my network is my net worth, which is a common thing that people say all the time, the people you surround yourself with. So especially in business, so in business, if you're surrounded with a bunch of people that are not doing much, they're kind of, low activity, that's kind of going to rub off on you. So you really want to be around people that are going to be high activity, high, working hard, trying to get deals. They have the same ambition as you, or whatever your ambition might be. And always push yourself, step out of your comfort zone, get into a networking group or join networking groups that are kind of uncomfortable. Everybody there is, wearing nice stuff, wearing a nice suit, making money, driving nice cars. If that's what you want to do and be successful, then that's where I suggest. But it all started with me. I was in a little real estate office, and it's funny. It's kind of a little funny story how I broke into it. It was probably like my first 2 months in at the agency, starting my agency, in this little real estate office, and there was a wall that had like a bunch of business cards. So one day I was just like, how do I get this going? Like, how do I start connecting with people? I went out there and I just grabbed one of every single business card, and I cold emailed every single one of them. It was probably like 100 people. And I think like 5 maybe responded. And one of them was this guy here local in Torrance, where my office is. And he asked me to meet up for coffee. I said, sure. It was funny, that day I got like really sick. I went to the gym and I got sick, and I was like all pale. I was like, this is gonna be the worst meeting ever. Ended up being a great meeting. He asked me, he said, I appreciate your hunger. It sounds like you're driven. So shout out to Paul Popovich. And then he said, do you want to start an agency, a networking group together where we kind of bring in other people, one person real estate, one person a mortgage lender, one insurance person, one, caterer, one restaurant owner, one, lawyer, accountant, CPA, blah, blah, blah. So one person from every, industry. So that's a group that helps refer each other. And so we did it. We kind of got that going. It started off with like 3, 4, 5 people. It ended up growing up to like 20, 25 people over a year and a half. And that kind of broke me into the world of networking within my city, an area here in the South Bay, Torrance. Then next thing you know, I met this one guy, and he kind of brought me into another group and another group and another group. And little by little, I established myself into all these networks. And the reason these are super important is because each one of these people sitting in those seats, you get an opportunity to talk and present yourself. And you say, hey, my name is Chris, Adelphia Insurance. I'm an insurance broker, and I can help your friends, your family, anybody you might know, save money on their home, auto, commercial, business insurance. And all those people tend to be business owners too, and then they like you, and you're shaking hands with them every Wednesday at 7 or every Wednesday at 2 p.m. They start to see you week after week after week, and they build rapport with you. And little by little, you kind of make your way, and they'll start doing business with you. Then they start referring you. And every person in those seats is like a walking billboard for you. They're a walking marketer and billboard for you. So every time you show up with energy, you show up making connections. And another very important part to this is actually trying to help them get business too, because when they see you trying to get them some more business and working for them, then they feel a little bit of an guilt to try to have to get you some business too, and maybe refer you, their friend, their family, whoever. So a few places you can go, like Chamber of Commerce. I guarantee you, if you go on what's called meetup.com and you just type in like business networking, meetup.com, you can find a bunch of networking groups, free probably. So those are very, very important. Get out there, set one-on-one meetings. This is another very important part. So once you're in these groups, you shake hands, you start passing out business cards, you do one-on-one meetings with them. Don't just leave it at the the group and just say, hey, see you next week. Say, hey, what are you doing next week? Get to know the people a little deeper, because you're there and everybody's kind of listening to each other. But when you go and you have personalized one-on-one meetings with them, go have a cup of coffee, they really get to know you. Then that's how you build rapport. We got the phone ringing, which is good news. So we'll just keep rolling. But another thing is, you can always just send them your card, send them Starbucks business card, a little gift card in the mail, and always present it as, this is a strategic partnership. I want to help you, and really kind of bring them value to somehow anything that you maybe have. Like, for example, marketing was one of my strategies. I was young. I talked about how I use video and how I was like, I'm going to use social media to enhance, and other older guys, they're lawyers and these and that, they wanted to do that too. They didn't know how, so I kind of helped them with that a little bit. In turn, they kind of were sending me some clients. They became my clients. A little saying I like to say, and I'll end it with this, is you can't expect heat from the fire without putting the wood in first. So you have to put the wood in first before you can get heat from the fire. So give, and you will receive. So get out there, join the networking groups. If you can't find them, then that's an issue. You need to be able to figure out how to find the networking groups. If not, start your own and start inviting business owners, just local, and just say, hey, really would like to find somebody to join my group, and they'll show up. Even if it's virtual, do what you got to do. But these are the things you got to do, and they're very solid relationships. They're loyal friends. They become friends. And this business, as I say, as always, is a relationship business. So make the relationships. Get out of your comfort zone. Go to the ones that you're uncomfortable with. Show up to a new group. Stand up. Do your pitch. And that's all I got for networking. If you want to go deeper and talk more, I have honestly a bunch of stories I can talk to you about where I've showed up to networking groups and funny stuff has happened. But feel free to reach out to me. You can also go on chriscostantini.com. We're putting together some new projects here soon, so you'll also see some different processes, agency processes, and packages that we might have up there. And always, if you want to schedule a call, feel free to do so. Happy to help with that too. But that's all I got for you. Real quick, I just want to come over here, say hello to Mr. Plant, because Mr. Plant is in the process of helping grow the agency with us. So that's all I got. Hopefully that was helpful. Give us a like, please subscribe, share with one of your friends. Check out the podcast as well. We're doing this all audio on as well, so you can do this passively while you're driving. And that is all I got for you guys. We'll talk to you guys soon. Peace. See you at the top.